Welcome to another edition of the Nerds Delight podcast. We're your hosts today, JayRow
and Crump Casso.
Welcome. We are going to do a Sonic the Hedgehog 2 review. That the movie that just came out a couple months back, and we're sorry for the late review, but better late than never.
It wasn't that late. It's actually, I think it's only about a month ago. Actually, it wasn't. We ain't that late. I mean, we late, but we ain't that late.
Well, I they say the best is saved for last. So all right, let's get it started. I'm gonna ask you the first question, the one that's on everybody's mind. What did you think of the movie?
Overall, I liked it. I thought it was good. Yeah, I liked it. There were things I didn't like, but I guess I'm saying that for a little later. But yeah, overall, I liked it. If I had to give it a grade, I don't know what I would give it, but I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Well, we'll save the grade for later because once we have our conversation about it, then at the end we'll say the grade, and it'll kind of help us determine what grade we got.
Yeah.
Okay.
You? What do you think?
I loved it.
Yeah, I know you're a Sonic fan, so I already knew.
I loved it. No, and it's not even just about me being a Sonic fan. It's also the fact that it's one of the best video game representations I've ever seen. Because it's not about the fact that it's that I'm a Sonic fan, because I am. It's the fact that I feel like they really took from the source material. Yeah. And they didn't make it out to be like a joke. They took it seriously. Yeah. And then they really gave us a good story from it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. They definitely did.
Did you have a standout character?
No. I mean Knuckles. But but I feel like I was a little biased though. Just a little bit. For first of all, because Knuckles has always been my favorite character. Mm-hmm. And two, because he was new to the movie. I mean, so was Tails though, so yeah. But because he was new to the movie, I felt drawn to him. Definitely, yeah, Knuckles. Yeah, you too?
Oh, Knuckles for sure. Yeah. Knuckles was definitely the standout character. He gave me Drax vibes. You remember Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me those kind of vibes. Just how he's how he thinks about stuff. It's just funny because he's he doesn't know a lot about things, but he has the basic understanding about things. I just remember the thing when he was reading the text message. Remember he's like, the dot.
Yeah. Was it? I don't remember. I mean, I didn't watch Sonic a lot, the cartoon. I mean, I watched it, but not like that. I didn't watch it heavy. Was he like that on the show and stuff like that too?
No, actually, Knuckles' character on the show was serious. Well, this one was serious too, but he didn't have those mannerisms like this one did. Okay, I think Idris Elba had a little too much fun with the character. Yeah, which is cool, and I like that his iteration of him. I think he did a good job for sure. Yeah, I think Knuckles in the show though. I mean, in the Sonic show that I watched, Sonic X. I don't know if you remember that show.
Yeah, I remember that
one. Knuckles was just he was a rival of Sonic. They were friends, but he was he was more no nonsense compared to Sonic's carefreeness. Yeah. And then also was Knuckles was the guardian of the guardian. I mean, he was the guardian of the Master Emerald. Right. And he never left Angel Island. He just guarded the island. And he's guarding not guarded the island, he guarded the Emerald.
Emerald, right.
Mm-hmm. So this one was a departure because they got the Emerald on this movie.
Right. Yeah.
So it was a bit of a departure, which is cool. And it's like I said, you can take some liberties, but don't forget the source material. So I think that the differences between the two, it's very you can see it, but at the same time they're both it makes it its own thing.
Right. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. Question for you: Did you like this one more than the first one?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really?
I think it's because it's what you just said earlier about the inclusion of Knuckles and Tails.
Right.
I think the first one it set the groundwork for everything, but also I like this one because I have a heart. So I enjoyed seeing Sonic have friends. I think it was nice to see, because you remember the first movie, he didn't have any friends until the end of the movie. Now this one, he finally was able to have friends of his own. He had Tails, and then he had Knuckles.
Right.
So it was nice to see the group together, the group that was on the video games and in the show back together.
Right.
Well, not back together, joined together. And then I hope they like really build from this and make it like, you know, like how like the Ninja Turtles are, like the three, like four Musketeers, the three Musketeers, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles.
Yeah.
So
I actually like the first one better, believe it or not.
Okay.
Right.
What's going on? Please
I
tell me.
I think I just like enjoyed the plot more.
Okay.
Just the way the story was built and everything. There's definitely obviously this character development. They had to do that because
for sure
they introduced Sonic, obviously. But I think I just like the plot development and the character build up and all that. I just like overall, I felt like the story was better.
Okay.
Whereas this one, I feel like it was just more based on, okay, we know who Sonic is. Let's just get straight to the action. Which is good. Like, I mean, I like to have a lot of action, but I feel like it was just a whole lot of action. It could have been more story build up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I think I like the first one better. But it was still a good movie. I mean, I still liked it. Yeah.
Let me challenge you a little bit. Just to kind of see where your head is at about the plot. With the second plot, do you see like so you're saying it was more action heavy on this one compared to the first one, which is true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But do you think that the moments were better? When I mean the moments, I mean the character moments in the second one was better than the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
But only because I think they had more to work with. I mean, they had more characters to work with. So you had different levels. Like you said, we have Knuckles seriousness. We have Tails being a new, hero or whatever. We have Sonic. I just thought they had more to work with. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
I will agree too. Like there were, but we'll get to like what we didn't like later. But I like the Tails inclusion into the story because I liked how it's like kind of like a character moment for him in regards to like he came in with like, oh, I'm just gonna help you one time, but he didn't expect to go on an adventure with Sonic. Right. And then to go on an adventure with him, to build a relationship with Sonic, to like his idol, and it's like the person that kind of gave him the confidence to, make a difference and to help. Like he didn't. You remember he said I'm not a field guy. I don't do this, and like know. And it was so. I like the moment with him and Sonic because Sonic said, "I'll take care of you. I'll watch out for you." And then when Tails got hurt, it really hit home to how Sonic like really took it seriously. He was like, he said, "That little fox helped me out. So I can't believe I got him hurt." And it was just he took it on his heart that he let him down.
Yeah.
And then with the Knuckles element too, like how they became friends, and like how you remember how they were when they were sliding down the with the snowboards and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And you remember how they had a little conversation, and he was talking about how they were about to connect before Tails accidentally interrupted because he thought Sonic was in danger. And then I just like the moments that get to the end. Like I like how the groundwork is being laid to the friendship, to the brotherhood of those three characters.
Yeah.
And it was really, I thought it was very well written. I didn't think it was rushed because everyone knew Tails and Sonic was going to be like automatic friends. Everyone knew that.
Yeah.
But the Knuckles thing, I'm glad it took longer. Yeah. And I'm glad that it was like it had to happen like once Eggman betrayed him.
Yeah.
And then when Sonic tried to save him and he saved him, he showed like, hey, like, and then Sonic said something. Do you remember when Knuckles we rescued him from drowning? He asked him, "Why did you save me?" Sonic was like, I wouldn't let you die.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you die. And he was like, and then that kind of just surprised him. Yeah. Because he was like, I've been trying to fight you this whole time, and you didn't want to let me die. Like, and that made him look at things differently, question things differently. and you know, just because they both are like the last of where they were from, and to connect on that level, and also with Tails, because Tails is an oddball too, because he had two tails.
Right.
So to see all these characters just connect on a level like that, it kind of made the movie even more impactful for me, just because of those moments.
Yeah, I agree.
Excuse my ramble, but yeah, it was just a very good moment, and I liked seeing stuff like that, because it kind of gets you invested into the characters.
Right. Yeah, I agree with that too. I wish.
Oh, go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, speaking of being invested into characters, I guess it's kind of one of my. It's not one of my big complaints. It's just a tiny complaint. I wish Tails had. I kind of wish they had introduced him later, or I don't know. I just kind of wish we had got a little more backstory to him.
What you mean later? Do you mean basically him and Sonic have their own movie together?
Yeah, basically a whole different film. Because I feel like throwing him and Knuckles in at the same time, I feel like it got like Tails less shine. I almost feel like I feel like we kind of got a little bit more understanding about Knuckles, his history, but I feel like we didn't really get much about Tails. I don't want to say, like you said, I don't want to say it was rushed, but I just feel like I feel like with this movie or this series in general, I feel like I don't want to use the word rush. But I feel like they're kind of throwing stuff in. It almost feels like, well, we don't know if we're gonna get a sequel, so let's like put this. No,
they are getting a sequel.
Yeah, I know. Right. But it almost feels like that. Almost like they're like, well, we don't know, so we can't take a chance. Let me just.
I see what you're saying, though.
Stick as much, and I'm gonna bring it up again later. But I almost feel like it almost feels like they're just trying to stick as much as they can into one movie. And I don't know if that's because they don't know if they're gonna get a sequel right now for the next one, or if it's because they don't know how the fans are gonna react to it, or they're trying to get as much video game references as they can. I don't know, but I kind of wish he had more. Yeah, maybe his own separate.
No, I see what you're saying, and it's always like that fear of like, you know, like how a movie does well or it doesn't do well. Can it ruin the plans of the project altogether?
Right.
And I think that's where you're going at a little bit, because I think that's like more. For me, it's like when I see stuff like that, like they could have felt like, oh man, because remember, the first movie came out during the pandemic, like the first month of the pandemic, like April of 2020, and for like they didn't expect it to do that well, and it did very well. And then also to add on to it, like they're trying to build a universe, but it's like they're saying like we gotta go crazy into everything, and if we don't ever get everything, if we don't ever get it in to these future movies, we at least throw some hints in or some stuff in before we get shut down. It's like they got a fear, because like, let's be real, like past video game stories have been not as good. Like these past video game movies like Tomb Raider and what's the one I'm thinking of, Hitman. So like so these past video game movies haven't really been that. They haven't been like in Super Mario. Oh my god, the movie. But no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So since we're on, like, let's segue into a topic of what we didn't like in the movie. I'm gonna let you go on that first.
I got a lot of these.
Okay.
So, all right. And that's all. I'm glad we said earlier. I already mentioned, disclaimer to everybody listening, including you, JayRow. I did like the movie. So again, I'm gonna say that I did like it, but for some reason, I don't know why the bad things seem to stick in my head more than the things I actually did like, and I don't know why, but that kind of stuck. So since we're kind of already segueing off that same path of things feeling like they were crammed in and then building a universe, I was really surprised. Big spoiler alert if you ain't seen the movie. Obviously, if you haven't seen the movie, you probably shouldn't be listening to this anyway, but big spoiler alert. I was really surprised that he went supersonic in this movie. Again, I feel like it felt like, again, I don't want to say rushed, but I feel like they threw everything in the movie, and all, like, we didn't even know nothing about Chaos Emeralds in the first one, and they mentioned the Chaos Emeralds that showed the the gem, I forgot, what do you call it? The Master Emerald, and he went supersonic all in the same movie. I feel like they should have built it up kind of like, I mean, I hate to use Marvel as an example, but like with the Infinity Stones or whatever, I feel like they should have at least introduced the emeralds in this one, and then maybe went supersonic in the next one. But we got the emeralds, we got the master, the master emerald or whatever, and then we got supersonic all in one movie. And I was just like, oh wow, like it was dope. But I just feel like, they could have dragged it out more. Like I just feel like it could have been dragged out more. Like I said, broken into at least 2 different movies.
Yeah.
But, like maybe in this one they're trying to collect the Chaos Emeralds, and then they actually get them in the next one or something. But yeah, I was kind of surprised about that. Again, I feel like I'm trying to avoid the word rush, but I feel like they just try to cram so much into one movie, and I didn't really like that. Again, I thought seeing him go supersonic was dope. Like seeing him doing it on the big screen was dope, but I still feel like they should have saved it for another movie. Yeah, I don't really care for that too much. Again, it was dope, but I just kind of wish I hadn't. Okay, now my 2 biggest complaints. Sorry, did you want to comment on that?
I agree. No, okay. I agree. I think it was rushed. That part was rushed. I do think that either introduce it one at a time or don't introduce it at all. Right.
And again, I almost feel like my fault. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, when I mean don't introduce it at all, I mean like let that be like a storyline for the next movie.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, let that be or like, because they are coming out with a Knuckles TV series. Oh. That could have been a storyline for the TV series, like about the Master Emerald's origins or something like that.
Right.
But also at the same time, I get it. I get why they did it. And like my only challenge to you about that is like it didn't take away from the movie. That's my only challenge.
No, I agree.
And what I mean by that is it's giving you like the treasure map. You got the treasure map from his previous guardian. Right. And it shows you the emeralds on that treasure map.
Right.
And you already have an idea, if you're a Sonic fan, that the emeralds are going to start to be in a play.
Right.
And then the only thing that I will add to your criticism is the fact that the Master Emerald is not supposed to contain the Chaos Emeralds. The Chaos Emeralds are separate from the Master Emerald, which I'm glad they got them away from each other.
Right.
Which at the end of the movie, the emeralds, he spit them out,
right,
and they went away.
Yeah.
Knuckles remade the emerald. So they have the Master Emerald now, but the Chaos Emeralds are gone.
Right.
They're probably spread out around the world.
Right.
Which I think is probably going to be a storyline for the next episode, series. But no, I agree with your I do agree with your criticism with that.
Yeah. Again, it kind of felt like the same thing again. Like to me, they were like, well, we don't know if we're gonna get a sequel, or we don't know how well it's gonna do in the box office. So let's see if we can get as much as we can.
But I will say, remember on the video game, on Sonic 2's video game, Supersonic was in the game.
That's a pretty good point. So maybe that's it. Maybe they're trying to stick as much as they can from the video game into the movie. Maybe.
Yeah, he was in Sonic 2. He was in Sonic. I think it was in Sonic 1, but I don't think it was. I don't think the iteration of Supersonic, like the color scheme and all that stuff. I don't think it was introduced really into Sonic 2.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But that was just a minor complaint.
It's valid. It's valid though.
On to my 2 biggest complaints about the movie.
Go ahead.
One, I thought the movie was too long. I mean, I know you're a fan, so maybe you don't agree, but I just thought it was about 2 hours, right? I remember about an hour and a half mark. I remember thinking like, we still fighting? Like, like it feels like it dragged on, and that could possibly be because again, it was a lot of action, which I liked. Almost from the jump, like from the beginning of the movie, I feel like within like first 15-20 minutes, Knuckles was action. Yeah, it was action. So, and I remember thinking that when Knuckles showed up at the like barely what I would consider to be the beginning of the movie, it was like like first 20 minutes. I remember thinking, oh, we here already? Like, this is what we doing? where's the movie gonna go from here? We starting it here. Like, so I did like that, but I just feel like after about an hour and a half, I felt like it should have been like, or whatever the time mark was. I say right around the time where Eggman, like Robotnik kind of went into like the big robot or whatever.
Yeah.
Around that point, I was starting to get like, okay, let's wrap this up.
Like,
I feel like that fight. I feel like that whole fight between them actually getting the emerald or whatever, and then that robot scene. I just it felt like it dragged on a little bit too much. I felt like the movie was too long. I wish it was a little bit shorter, maybe like 30 minutes shorter, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel like
I don't feel the same way. I actually disagree because and it's not it's not like, but I'm gonna say something and it makes sense to you. You like the Marvel movies, right?
Yeah.
How long are those movies?
Usually about 2.5, sometimes 3.
Like it don't even compare.
Right.
It don't even compare.
I agree with that.
As long as the movie. The only thing I will say to get to your level about it is it shouldn't have, like that last fight scene did drag.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
What makes me step off of your level with it is because of that we're so trained to see these Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm accustomed to seeing a long movie now. I'm expecting it to be almost 2 hours, especially if it's an action movie. I'm expecting it to be anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours and 30-minute time frame.
Right.
And then like the Batman movie that we saw, that movie is 3 hours long. So if you want to talk about a movie that dragged, like let me say that for that review. But
yeah, I was just gonna mention that, but I was trying not to. I know we was gonna review that too. But since you brought it up, yo, that movie dragged. But we can talk about that later. I was gonna compare it to that. I was gonna say like, I felt the same way about that movie. I felt like that movie was too long. But with the Marvel ones, I don't usually notice it that much. I don't know if they do a better job of. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't typically notice it in the Marvel movies. It's not because of superhero, because like I said, I feel like that Batman one drag. But I don't know. But now my biggest complaint about the entire movie, and this is people can say what they want to say, whatever. I hate that they really, and I get Sonic is a family movie, I get it as PG, but the adults, all those scenes, they were just too corny to me. Like they got really corny. Like I'm cool with like in the first movie, I'm cool with them, having real people in an animated, a mixture. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with the adults having their own life and their own storyline too. I'm cool with that. Like in the first movie, it didn't bother me at all. But to me, it felt more realistic. In this one, with the whole wedding part, I just feel like it started seeming really corny. I felt like they had a lot of corny lines, and they tried to make the jokes, I guess, to be funny, quote unquote funny, I guess, for kids. And I get it. It's a family movie. It's a kid movie. But I don't know, that whole wedding fight and everything, it just felt really corny to me. I thought they kept making jokes to me that were corny, like corny jokes. And it really started to feel really like corny to me. Mm-hmm. That's actually my biggest complaint about the entire movie. I don't mind them having their own storyline, but just make it a little bit more serious and make it more realistic to me. Yeah. I feel like it was. I'm not gonna say borderline. To me, it was corny, and I wish they had cut those scenes out. I really do. That was my biggest complaint about the whole movie.
I hear you on that. And I'll even add to it, but I won't go as far as you did. The only thing I don't like that he's his dad now.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I don't like that. I thought that was kind of corny. I thought it was like, if you would have said brother, that's different.
Right.
I would have actually more accepted that than dad.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Because and sorry not to cut you off or nothing, but I feel like in the first one, it seemed like they had more of a partnership relationship. It didn't feel like he was like it didn't feel like he was his guardian or nothing like that. This one, to your point, they definitely try to make him to be like his dad. And I didn't. When I get Sonic's supposed to be younger, I guess like in teens or whatever. And
young teen,
I agree with you. I didn't like it either.
Yeah, I thought it was whack. I thought it was like that part would just never. It's like I get it because like I get what they were doing because he's showing he has room to grow and all that stuff. Right. I get that. My thing was just like, come on, you're like, he's not your son. Right. He's not. It's like not even like it's like. But I will say this. They didn't take away from the movie in regards to the live action. I mean, the regular human moments in the movie. It didn't take away, because like the stuff with the family and all that stuff with the wedding, that was funny. Like I had no problems with that. I feel like sometimes you gotta have like moments to take away from the action. You can't have straight up action.
Yeah.
So like, and like that, and then like they are part of the cast and they are part of the story, because Sonic learning from them and being a part of a family, it helps him become who he is. So that part I get 1000%. And then even at the end, when they were with the when they were fighting the robot and stuff, they didn't sit there and try to fight the robot. They didn't sit there and try to like do something crazy. They just saved Sonic when he was hurt, and then they huddled together. They are a family. I mean, you know, I don't agree with them being mother and dad. Like they are a family. So like it's I get it. So they didn't take away from the movie in that regard. So I that's as far as I'm going. But I do agree with you that some of the moments were a little cheesy, a little corny. I won't lie, I did enjoy the baseball scene at the end.
Oh yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was cool. That was
funny.
Yeah, like I like all those moments. Like don't get me wrong. Like I hope nobody listening or you even get me wrong. Like I like those moments. Like I said, I didn't mind them in the first movie. Like I like those moments in the movie. Yeah. It was just, I think when the whole fight scene kicked off at the wedding, to me that's when it started getting cheesy and corny.
Oh
like,
yeah. That could have been a little bit slightly more condensed. A little bit more condensed. Like you could just shorten it a little bit. It would have been perfect. Because it would have been you there? Oh yeah. It would have been, it froze a little bit. But anyway, sorry. Yeah. It would have been it just would have, if it was smaller, it would have been perfect.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like the baseball scene. I like even the wedding scene or whatever up until the fight. I like, but when the fights started kicking off, I thought they had like really corny dialogue and they're making corny comments and they got really cheesy. That's the part I didn't like. Everything. Oh,
you saw when Shamal Boyd that was up there.
Yeah, like the whole, all of that was really corny and cheesy to me. Yeah, I didn't care for that, but that's my only complaint. Yeah.
No, I get it. And like I said, those were slightly my complaints, but I just went on a lower level than you did, because yours was high and mine was like a little lower.
Yeah.
So what would you say is, from all this, what would you say is the final grade for your review for this movie? Out of 10. Out of 10.
Out of 10. I give it a 6.5. Only because that the corniness. That was the only reason. That was the only reason.
I was expecting you to go higher.
I liked it.
I was expecting you to go higher.
Yeah, I liked it. It's just like the corniness and everything like killed it for me. Like it really bothered me. And the length of the movie bothered me too a little bit. But that corniness really killed it for me. But I liked it. Overall, I thought that was a good movie. I liked it. I'd watch it again. I definitely watch it again.
Damn, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. Shoot. I mean, it's not a flawless movie, but it's a very, very good movie to me.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
To before we end it, we gotta go do the elephant in the room, like the shadow post-credit scene.
Yeah, again, this is another small complaint. I don't like how they keep revealing it like that. I don't like how they revealed him. I thought they do a terrible job of like building suspense, and they did the same thing with Tails. Like I thought it's just like edit cutscene, boom, here's a character. Like there's no like suspense build up or like, oh my god, like it's just like, boom, shadow. But
I'd rather them do it at the end than do it in the beginning of a movie.
I like that too. I just feel like they could have like showed his shoe or maybe sort of small patch of fur or whatever, or so you kind of like, wait, was that shadow or whatever? But it's just like, boom, here's shadow. Yeah. Which was like a little more suspense, like a zoom in on his face, so you can only see like the black, like the fur around his eyes. So we know real fans know that shadow, but anybody who you wouldn't know, like there's no suspense. It's just like, boom, shadow. They did the same thing with Tails. Like in Tails, they could have just showed like 2 tails come out, and we would have been like, oh my god! But instead, it's like they literally showed him leap through the ring and everything. It was like boom, like. But no, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about it. How you feel about it?
I'm ready, because it's gonna. I knew it was coming. Like not like I didn't predict it. I mean, predict it from seeing this movie, but I knew like if they were gonna be able to continue their universe, they were gonna have a Sonic and Shadow showdown.
Right. Yeah.
It was coming. It was only a matter of time.
Right.
And then like they're gonna introduce other characters too, which I can't wait for. Like the Amy and
Yeah.
what's the other one? Rouge, the
I don't know
bat.
Rouge. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
The one who Knuckles has rivalry with.
Yeah.
And there's another character. Oh, Metal Sonic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they gotta introduce Metal Sonic.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we close it out?
Nah, I just say that despite my complaints, overall, I thought it was a good movie. I liked it. I recommend it. If you enjoyed the first one, I would definitely recommend people see the second one. That's all I got.
All right. Well, we're gonna close it out. Thank you guys again for signing on to join us for the Nerds Delight podcast. Click like or subscribe to tune in to more episodes or to even turn into future episodes or past episodes. Thank you again for signing on. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.
All right.